Welcome, I am Ava, and this is WNBA Trending. Today's story focuses on a powerful message that is resonating across the league. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark has spoken out on the ongoing WNBA collective bargaining agreement conversation, and her words are now finding strong support from a respected WNBA veteran. What started as a thoughtful statement from one of the league's newest stars has quickly turned into a defining moment for the future of women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has never shied away from responsibility. From the moment she entered the WNBA, her presence changed the landscape of the league. Record-breaking viewership, sold-out arenas, and unprecedented media attention followed her arrival. But now, Clark is using her growing influence for something far bigger than highlights and box scores. She is speaking about fairness, sustainability, and long-term growth in the WNBA, and veteran players are listening. The current CBA negotiations represent one of the most critical moments in league history. Issues like player salaries, revenue sharing, travel standards, healthcare, roster expansion, and career longevity are at the center of the discussion. When Caitlin Clark shared her perspective, many expected pushback due to her rookie status. Instead, what followed was widespread respect, including public support from a longtime WNBA veteran who has lived through multiple labor agreements. Clark's message was clear and measured. She emphasized that the league's recent surge in popularity must translate into meaningful improvements for players at every stage of their careers. She acknowledged the groundwork laid by veteran players while also stressing that the league now has an opportunity to secure a stronger future than ever before. Her statement focused on unity rather than division. Clark made it clear that this conversation is not about rookies versus veterans or stars versus role players. It is about collective progress. She pointed out that the current momentum around the WNBA creates a rare window where real change is possible, and that missing this moment would be a mistake. Shortly after Clark's comments gained attention, a WNBA veteran voiced public support, validating her message and reinforcing its importance. The veteran emphasized that Clark's perspective reflects what many players have been advocating for over the years. According to the veteran, Clark's willingness to speak up shows maturity, awareness, and respect for the history of the league. The veteran's support carried weight because it came from experience. Having spent years navigating overseas seasons, limited salaries, and evolving league standards, the veteran highlighted how meaningful it is to see younger stars understanding the bigger picture. The message was simple but powerful. Progress happens when every generation of players works together. This moment marked a shift in the conversation. Instead of framing Clark as a newcomer speaking out of turn, players and analysts began recognizing her as a bridge between eras. She represents the new wave of visibility and revenue, but she is also acknowledging the sacrifices made by those who came before her. The WNBA has reached a turning point. Attendance is up, television ratings are breaking records, merchandise sales are surging, and sponsorship interest is growing rapidly. Caitlin Clark has undeniably played a role in this surge, but she has consistently reminded the public that the league's success belongs to all players, not just one individual. In her remarks, Clark spoke about sustainability. She noted that short-term gains mean little if players are still forced to play overseas to make a living, if travel conditions impact performance and health, or if career lengths are shortened due to lack of resources. Her focus was not personal benefit, but systemic improvement. That perspective resonated deeply with veterans. One longtime player explained that for years, stars were often encouraged to stay quiet and focus solely on basketball. Clark's willingness to engage in labor discussions signals a cultural change, one where players understand their value both on and off the court. The veteran also addressed a key point: visibility creates responsibility. With millions of new fans tuning in, Clark's words reach audiences that previous generations could not. Her decision to use that platform responsibly has helped bring mainstream attention to issues that were once confined to player meetings and union negotiations. Fans quickly reacted to the exchange, flooding social media with messages of support. Many praised Clark for showing respect to veterans, while others applauded the veteran for welcoming the voice of the next generation. The response highlighted something rare in professional sports: genuine alignment across age, experience, and status. Analysts have noted that Clark's approach is strategic. She avoids inflammatory language and instead frames her comments around shared goals. That tone has allowed her message to gain traction without creating unnecessary conflict. It also reinforces her reputation as a leader who understands timing, context, and responsibility. The WNBPA has long emphasized solidarity, and moments like this strengthen that foundation. When a rookie superstar and a seasoned veteran publicly align on core issues, it sends a strong message to league stakeholders. It shows that the push for better conditions is not fragmented, it is unified. Clark's influence extends beyond the locker room. Media coverage of the CBA has increased significantly since her comments surfaced. Outlets that rarely discuss labor issues in women's sports are now engaging with the topic. This expanded coverage helps educate fans about what players are actually asking for, not extravagance, but fairness. The veteran supporter also addressed misconceptions. She explained that improving player conditions ultimately benefits the league as a whole. Better travel means better performance. Higher salaries mean players can focus on development year-round. Stronger healthcare means longer careers and higher quality competition. Clark echoed this sentiment by emphasizing that investing in players is investing in the product. She noted that fans tune in to see the best athletes performing at their highest level, and that requires proper support. Her argument framed player benefits as league growth, not league cost. This alignment between generations reflects a broader evolution in women's sports. Younger athletes are entering professional leagues with greater awareness of branding, labor rights, and long-term planning. At the same time, veterans are seeing their years of advocacy finally gaining mainstream attention. The conversation also touched on respect. Clark has repeatedly credited veterans for building the platform she now stands on. The veteran supporter acknowledged that recognition, stating that progress feels more meaningful when younger stars honor the past rather than dismiss it. As CBA negotiations continue, moments like this could shape outcomes. Unified messaging strengthens the player's position and reinforces the idea that improvements are necessary, reasonable, and overdue. Clark's involvement does not overshadow veteran leadership, it amplifies it. For the Indiana Fever star, this moment adds another layer to her growing legacy. She is already known for changing the game on the court. Now, she is showing that her impact may be just as significant in shaping the future of the league itself. The veteran support also sends a message to other young players. Your voice matters, but how you use it matters even more. Clark's approach demonstrates that leadership is not about volume, but about clarity, respect, and purpose. As the WNBA continues to evolve, this exchange may be remembered as a defining chapter. A moment when generations aligned, when visibility met experience, and when the league took another step toward a stronger, more sustainable future. Caitlin Clark's CBA message was not controversial, it was constructive. And the fact that it found support from a WNBA veteran speaks volumes about where the league is headed. This is not just a negotiation. It is a statement about value, unity, and the future of women's basketball. For WNBA Trending, I am Ava. And this is a story we will continue to follow closely as the voices shaping the league grow louder, stronger, and more united than ever before.